Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video, I am going to analyze a beam which is subjected to pre-stressing force with some eccentricity. And the beam is also subjected to some dead load and as well as live load. So let's consider example. I have a textbook example from pre-stress concrete by N. Krishna Raju. So in chapter number 4, so that we will analyze by using StatPro and we will verify the results. So a rectangular concrete beam of cross section 30 centimeter deep and 20 centimeter wide is pre-stressed by means of 15 wires of 5 mm diameter located 6.5 centimeter from the bottom of the beam and 3 wires of diameter 5 mm 2.5 centimeter from the top. Assuming the pre-stress in the steel as 840 Newton per mm square, here the pre-stressing force is directly not given, the pre-stressing stress is given, so that we have to convert by multiplying the area of cross section of the wires, so that we will get the pre-stressing force. Calculate the stresses at the extreme fibers of the mid span section when the beam is supporting its own weight over a span of 6 meters. So the span of beam is 6 meters, and it is also subjected to uniformly distributed load of 6 kilonewton per meter. Also evaluate the maximum working stress. So we will calculate the stresses in the top and bottom fiber at the mid cross section, so that by using StatPro. So first we will model the beam. So let's go into the StatPro. So this is a only single beam of 6 meter length. So I will go to grid beam. So this is a beam cursor. So let's draw anywhere a beam of 6 meter. So just draw on, press escape button and just go to proper view. We will see front view. Then we will go to the properties. So first we have to define the cross-sectional property here already given. That is, it is 30 centimeter, that is 300 mm by 200 mm. So we will define our rectangular property. That is rectangular. Here the dimensions are in meter. So we will keep it in meter. So that is 0.3 is the depth and 0.2 is the width. So select the material as concrete. So here by default is concrete available, but sometimes the software will not take. So you have to again re-click on the concrete. So just add it, close it. So here in this model, there is only one beam. So we will assign it to the view. You can select the beam and you can click on assign to selected beams also. So he click here, assign. Yes, so that cross section is assigned. So we have proceed to the first step. So we'll proceed to the next step. That is go to the supports. So here the beam is simply supported. So you carefully you have to go to the create and go to the fixed butt. Don't select pin since it is also simple support, but sometimes the pre-stressing force will be restricted at the ends only. It will not be applied at the center part or throughout the beams if you select the pinned support. So select fixed butt and release all the reactions except the Fy, because that will create the vertical reaction. So add it and we have to assign to both the ends. So you can click on assign to view. There are only two nodes. So it will get assigned at that end nodes. So now the supports are assigned. Now we will go to the loadings. So simultaneously three kinds of loads are acting on this beam. First is the dead load, self weight of the beam. Then next is live load, 6 kilonewton per meter on entire beam. And then next is the pre-stressing force. So that we will model it in only single load case. So I will select load case detail, add it. So I will name it as, just for my reference, dead load plus live load plus I will make pre-stressing force. Add it, close it. So in this we have to add three loads. So just add, click on add, then select self weight. Here the factor you can select -1. Minus indicates it will act in downward direction. Just you have to add, then go to member load. First you have to add the uniformly distributed load, that is -6 kilonewton per meter acting on entire beam. So that's why no need to give D1, D2, D3 values. Add it, and then next we'll go to pre-stressing or post-stress. So here in this example itself, the pre-stressing force is calculated. You can calculate it manually. That is pre-stressing force, here it is 3 into 10 raised to power 5 Newton, that is 300 kilonewton. So that we will enter. And what will be the eccentricity? So here there are two types of bars with different locations are acting. That is 15 wires of 5 mm diameter located 6.5 centimeter from the bottom, and 3 wires of 5 mm diameter from 2.5 centimeter from top. Actually you can add two pre-stressing force if you want to solve this example manually, but in software only one pre-stressing force will be considered at a time. So that's why you have to convert this pre-stressing force into single unit. That's in this example, so they have converted, that is eccentricity is 50 mm, that is from CG in the bottom direction. But here in the software you have to enter the eccentricity likewise, that is here we will go to first pre-stressing, that is type you have to enter as pre-stress or post-stress, then load, it will be a positive value in kilonewton, and eccentricity if applicable specify the eccentricity of the cable with respect to center of gravity of the cross section at the start, middle and end. Okay, so that you can decide. But here the eccentricity is given, we will assume that it is a uniform throughout the length of the beam. But whether it is a positive or negative, that is given here in this example. Let us say at end it is from towards the top fiber, so it will be considered as positive. At center it is towards the bottom fiber, that is it will be considered as negative. So in our example we got 50 mm eccentricity towards the bottom fiber, so in software we have to enter it as a minus. So here the pre-stressing force is 300, that is positive. At start it is minus 0.05 meter. Again at middle it is minus 0.05 meter, that is 50 mm. Again at end it is minus 0.05 meter. Okay, just add it, close it. So all these three loads we have to assign to this beam. So just select the load, click on assign to view, assign, yes. Do this process for all the three loads, assign, yes. So all the three loads are gets assigned. Then we'll go to analysis, select analysis command, select no print option, add it, close it, select on run analysis, save. So it should show zero error. So zero error, you can go to post processing, done. Just in this example what is asked, you can go n number of results, you can see the deflected shape, deflections, bending moments. But in this example what is asked, what is the stresses at top and bottom fiber of center cross section, so that we will verify. So we will go to this layouts. In layouts you have to select beam stresses, you have to select beam, and you have to select the center cross section. So that is center is 3 meters, so we will go to 3 meter and just see the stresses. So at bottom fiber it is minus 1.121. We will verify that is resultant stress generated due to dead load, live load and pre-stressing force. Just verify, that is in this example it is see minus 1.16, and at top it is 11.16. So approximately we are getting 11.16, we are getting 11.12, and at bottom it is minus 1.121. So entire stress envelope is there. You can see what are the stress distribution along the cross section at any cross section of this beam. Okay, so this is how you can analyze beams subjected to pre-stressing force as well as the dead load and live load. Okay, so thank you for watching and do subscribe to my channel.